My name is Violeta Orozco and I'm going to talk about music and architecture. We live in a world full of stimulus that constantly change. Individuals transform with them daily, creating an original cultura full of music, pictures, videos, signs, letters, sounds, and structures, which however is almost unimaginable to live without this. Why humans have to express their emotions? I assume this because we need to be attentive to be others to manifest our feelings in any possible manner. Being a human being is a complete going. It is breathe, love, feel, dream, imagine, suffer, hope, create. The two understandings to me from this class are music and architecture. For instance, music makes us free to express our intents of feels. Music can reach generations and touch the sensitivity in different forms. It can make us feel sad and excited at the same time. We have an intrinsic attachment to music. For example, many rituals like to think and emotion are triggered by our psychological pressure in significant events. Music seems to have using the terms affect, emotion, and mood interchangeably at the time. Also, there is evidence of expression, behavior, and psychological reaction to logical response occurring while listening to the music. Generally, judges are similar and sad and fearful and unhappy. The music introduction procedure develops significant behavior mysteries, such as decision time, distance, approximation, and greater speeds. Evidence of mixed feelings are also found in response to the music, finding in two experiments. Participants listen for 30 seconds. That cues to a happiness, fast tempo and major mode, sadness, a low tempo and major mode. With both scaling ranking, studies demonstrate music can elicit mixing feelings reliably and predictable in a single bipolar ranking scale ranging from extremely sad to extremely happy. I would be, in my opinion, everyone has a similar event. Who of us do not remember a melody or a song that makes us feel an emotion? Music can wake up memories and feelings from the past. For example, I was 8 years old in the back of my dad's truck with my sister listening to a song. Many years later, I still remember the letters and the name of the melody. How it is possible for me to remember that particular moment? Because music is part of us. Besides my understanding, architecture shows a unique identity from other cultures as a basic necessity for a human being to safeguard, to worship, to create who we are, and what expression can be signed by media. Throughout going history, architecture has played a vital role in expressing and communicating ideas, beliefs, and the values of the culture and society. The printed word gradually replaced architecture as the primary medium of communication of an epistemological system and structure representing a cultural identity. Architecture became more self-referential and more formalistic in the 20th century. The example that you show in the class Sagrada Familia Church permit to profoundly admire the individuals continue the work that others leave behind. More important, the reason that they are devoted to give her life to culminate a project to the end. Another example, personal, I live close to a place called Panna here in Texas. Was in 1855. The first 150 Chilean immigrants from Polish called Panna because the name translated to English means Holy Mary. There, the first Catholic church was built in 1855 next to the oak. Later, in 1875, was destroyed by lightning and rebuilt in 1877. The same way, individuals with a necessity of prevail in the faith, they construct a place to express something and live for the next generations to create the architecture, perfect stimulus to our mind. As individuals can record to the next generation, many forms exist to express our deep emotions freely by approach to indicate human being. Necessities, music, and architecture, art, or all other forms of express. Art, writing, religions, dance, photography, and cinematography. Music and architecture are our understanding inherent to appreciate and praise.